and welcome back. We are Loggin. I'm Friendly Rich, and it's a long weekend, and I thought we'd shake it up a little bit with some... We're not going to be painting rocks today. We're going to be painting cookies. So, got a little ding dong here. And this is the I obviously pre-made these cookies, and pre-made a bunch of logs as well. So, oh yes, Jeremy. So if you want to pick a log, yeah, pick a log. Take a look. You've seen some of these in my travels. You got the let's point them out here. You got the Northern Shoveler right there, which I do think we're going to use, the little wind coil. We've got a little pretzeler up here, and some cigars, obviously cigarellos, right there. Yeah, Jeremy, you'd like us to pick a cigarello? Okay, so let's start subtle as we decorate the logs, cookie logs. Hope you're doing well at home. Hope you're safe. Just gonna ease this one on. And what I'm gonna need is just a little bit of glue here. So I'm gonna put that on our little bunny boy. And now for the moment of truth. Do a little fade out there. I still am running a Dell system. We are gonna try to lay on that cigarello. Oh, that's nice. It's still a little wet. You can see a little bit of brown, but these logs are edible, so that's nice. So yeah, we'll put that on there, a little carrot stick. I'm gonna give the Mr. Rabbit a little bit of, this is fun, this is a little avant-garde just to get us going here. And I'll show you what I mean here. Lately when I'm in the shower, I'll do this just to clean it out. And now Pappy's just going to go with his left hand on the mouse to cut. And we're just going to add a little bit of hair. We're going to bundle it. We've got a little bit of hair here. We're going to bundle it. And bundle and stick. So that's nice. That comes nice. Pappy's happy with that. And we'll do a little on top just to make sure it sticks in there. Maybe angle that one over and do it on this side too. So now you've got a little bit of hair for the rabbit, a little bit of hat head, what we call hat head in the industry. And of course we will wait for that to dry, and then we'll come back with some Cigarello food coloring to write we're logging. So blow on the log, blow on it, but don't let the hair go flying if you're doing this at home. We're making hair cookies now. Just blow on them, a little gentle blow, to make sure that icing glue that you've used will dry. And let's celebrate with some song. The Lollipop, it's performing, here we are, a little bit of Easter cheer if you celebrate, if you partake. From my 2019 recording, Friendly Rich sings the Catholic Book of Worship 2. Featuring the Leyrite Boys, Michael Herring, Kevin Price.
Do you really love
Kristen
me?
Duncan, and the Element Choir. Take it away.
Jesus said to Peter, do you really love me? Jesus said again, yes, I really love you. Peter said with joy, feed my sheep. He said, now Peter, feed my sheep. Do you really love me? Jesus said to Peter, do you really love me? Jesus said
Isn't that nice? That was from my 2019 recording. Friendly Rich sings from the Catholic Book of Worship 2. Let's check in on our drying hair log here. That's nice. Oh, yeah. Marcy, at home, you're saying on Facebook Live, add another coiler. Sure. Do you want to pick, Marcy? I'll let you pick from our book of turds. Oh, you want me to do a fresh live one? All right. Sure. I can do that. Hold on. Just going to get that. I am left-handed, but I wonder if I go with my right hand, what will happen on this. Let's try to do a coiler right in the middle. Fresh coiler. I like to go clockwise. Oh, and I am delighted. Let's see. It's always hard to get... Oh, look at that. Tapered on both ends. You know the old adage, why is poop tapered on both ends? So your butt don't slam shut. I like that one. That's one of my favorite. And that came really nice. I'm giving you a great angle on that. Look at that, Sherry at home. Okay, so now that we've got our masterpiece here, our hairball masterpiece, we are going to go with a little bit of food coloration, and I'm going to go with a blue hue. Take it back. Let's go with a black hue. Let's keep this interesting. And we're just gonna practice as we usually do on our rocks, our boulders, but this time let's practice before we do it. So we have our base, right? We've got our cookie base. We've got Mr. Rabbit, who's here with, yes, the shit. So we've got a turd here, and then we've got recoiler right here. So we've got our coily right there. And what do you think? Yeah, Susan says go nice on this end, which I agree. I think a lefty shank there with the nice, and then a bigger, yeah. This'll be great. The kids will love this. They'll want to eat this cookie, even with all the hairball here. Nice logs. So that's, I'm gonna try to follow this as I'm looking at it, and I'm gonna paint in the hue. Okay, so here we go. Just as we did, just as we planned. Can you see that at home? Pappy's hair is getting in the way there. Nice. And then on this end, what I really loved there in my little sketch was the LO here, the way that it went like this. Nice logs. Oh yeah, that come nice. So putting in the time to plan it really does help, don't you find? Yeah, I agree, Tim, and thank you for your viewership. Now let's color it in our favorite brown hue, and we'll wait for that to dry in a minute. Now, you probably heard on my Instagram feed yesterday that there is a live recording of the Lollipop People and I coming out on the 16th of this month of April 2021. If you're watching this postscript, not live, we are live on YouTube and Facebook today. And it's the Friendly Rich and the Lollipop People live at the Cameron House. 15 tracks recorded on September the 2nd, 2019, part of our Monday nights. And while we're waiting for our ink to dry and our fresh coiler there to, it's already kind of dry there. I've touched the coiler. While we're waiting for that to dry, let's take a look at this video that talks all about it. April 16th.
From foreign land to take our
ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a 5-minute break.
And Marva at home says, use more of the colors of the food colors. You'd like to see more of the food colors. So let's just improvise here then. Let's get into, on this egg, as we're trying to do a little, a little Easter theme for those of you who partake in his body. And later we will partake in some of Pappy's blood. So here we go. Just going to do a little base of that last cookie dried, by the way, if you were wondering what the hell happened while you were off. But I'm reading the comments in Facebook and on YouTube Live. So thank you for your viewership. We'll go with pink squigglies too to match my shirt, but you can't really see the pink at home, can you? We'll go with red squigglies to just match with as I said earlier, his blood. Okay, there. That come nice. A little red squigglies. And what, lo and behold, we have 1980s birthday card balloons. And that's nice. I like that. Pappy's following his heart now as he draws and decorates. But Pappy will also pick just a huge mound for this one, and he's not taking requests at home, so this one's for you and me together. We're putting a little bit of that glue base down, and let's just start placing logs madly as we do. Let's just start madly placing what I like to call a shit smar. You ever have one of these? I'm seeing a lot of these in my neighborhood when I'm walking. And then we're going to go with a couple of, just in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, birthday balloons. What we call birthday balloons. Pappy's just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 little birthday balloons in the corner. How does that look to you at home? So we've got 2 of our cookies nicely done. And let's hear from these clowns while I wait for this masterpiece to dry. I'm going to do my professorly
La festa del Sordo. Your sister's donkey.
Your sister's donkey indeed. And now we've got a third cookie in our nice log masterpiece. And by the way, what a dish. Dr. Dish. So here it is. This is a pre-made poo. And we're going to go with, yes, Edna would like to see a maroon lager. Oh, we heard some, this one looks a little bit weird here. We heard from some of you at home that you'd like the ends to look more like H's, so that's why we went with more of a backwards end. I don't know what that is. It pays to plan, but what can I tell you? We're doing this from our heart. We're doing it live here on Facebook. Look at that turd, by the way. What? Oh yeah, that's right, Gary. That is a brown one. Almost looks like some. Like a fresh coyote log there, and we'll just go with a straight up look. Now I'm almost writing. It's not no more block letters. I like that. I like the way that came, and that's inspiring Pappy to go with a more of a red. Yeah, I guess we can only go with dark colors. I'm learning here with these food color classic markers that are edible, so we can eat these after, and I will show you. But I'm gonna go with a. And I can't do this on my rock logs, my usual weekly rock logs, but I can in this context. So know your medium. Marshall McClicky. And look at that. Ed Olchek would be proud of that cookie. We dedicate it to you, Eddie Olchek. Good old number 11. Yeah, that's nice. Once had was that Wayne Gretzky's the restaurant, and Walter Gretzky come up behind me. The late great Walter Gretzky just passed away recently. Says to Walt, "Can I have a photograph with you?" Friends at home, Tim, we must have taken 15 shots for this selfie, and I was happy with shot number 1, by the way. Walter was behind me, digging into the back of my back as we were taking this photograph, and he says, "Make it better. Make it better." And that's how you make Wayne Gretzky. When you're taking a selfie, don't be happy with your first shot. Take 15 and get it right. Look at this log. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that cookie. Nice logs. I'm thrilled with the way that came. Of course it's not done. We'll put in a couple of fresh additions, a couple of orange, maybe a couple of corn kernel. What do you think? Let's get back to it. A couple of orange just smears around it, like childlike. Let's put a couple of treble clefs in there for Laurie at home. Yeah. Now, do you think you need to know how to read music in order to make it? I've been reading a lot about this, and my take on it is, who's defending the written note? Pappy wouldn't. I say just have fun and make cookies. In the end, however you get to your destination, friends and family and kids at home, Luciano Pavarotti, you follow that ball of cheese to the end. Look at that. And that is a pre-made log. We've got one more log to go here, but let's, in the spirit of my mother's hometown, let's cut to a tune I penned alongside my friends in the Bird Brains called Ponte Corvo, which means curved bridge. Dave Clark, Rebecca Hennessy, and Michael Herring joining me on this masterpiece.
Frosinone, colazione, soffregato, Lucanzone, dal segno alla fine, Ponte Corvo, quello pranzo soccornuto, senza mano, sovvenuto alla fine, Frosinone, quello scena, senza amore, tutto oscuro, non sposare una strega nonna, senza pasta, primavera, buona fine, il principio, dal segno alla fine della vita, 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 la fine del canzone, Ponte Corvo,
that was it. That was Ponte Corvo from the Bird Brains. And boy, these cookies are drying nicely. And we've got one final cookie here to do. And look at this. Look at this. If you want to send a love letter to a loved one, you just write it here. You just write it here. You just write. Oh, there's still spare hairs on your hand. Make sure your hands are clean when you're doing this kind of work. You can write a little love letter if you want on the cookie, which was quite romantic if you're a romantic like I am. You just write that in there, and you do a variation here. You don't even need to plan this. You don't even need to plan this. Just do it from the heart. Don't draw this out in advance. Little eyeballs. We all love eyeballs. If you're in the industry, you know what I'm talking about. And so you write that out twice, and well, maybe you should have planned it, because apparently you're fidgety. You're fidgety here. But you could put different messages in each caption, and all of a sudden the cookie becomes a little comic book, which I quite like. And then you put a little, oh, look at that, isn't that special? You color that in real nice, and it's a sign of affection, and you know, and deep romance, right? If you really want a romancing, this is, remember that movie Romancing the Stone? This is Romancing the Biscuit. Okay, so we are loving that, and let's color in Romancing the Biscuit. Pappy likes that. Pappy's gonna remember that. Okay, so we'll just do that. Now this is on YouTube. This is you do this one. You want to do this one for as a Valentine's Day gift for anybody in your class, anyone you love, anyone you adore. You do it for them, okay? And you put little eyelash here and a matching eyelash there. That is nice. And now. Stay on that theme though. Pick a log. I did this coiler last night in preparation, and I was so happy with the way that came. Pappy was happy that part of our comic book here is now the bottom half is gonna go back to basics. Oh, look at that. The centerpiece, the pièce de résistance. Okay, so now let's take some requests. Mitchie, we love you. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we could put, you want me to put just a straight up eyeball on the top? Yeah, that would go kind of cool. I agree, Mitchie. And Mitchie, are you excited for April 16th as I am? 15 tracks. You were there on that night, live at the Cameron House. You were one of the faithful 12, as I like to say. Oh, you know what just happened there as I was drawing? And an artist's work is never done. I did a little Jacques Pepin. When you're watching the Jacques Pepin music videos on YouTube, notice how he's drooling on the food. Now, I'm not going to be drooling on this one because, as I said, romancing the biscuit. We want to make sure this one's in prime, servable shape. I mean, not that that's not a romantic gesture to some. Whatever gets you through the day, okay? I am going to try, is there a white? There isn't, but there's a gray. Let's see how the gray... No, the gray didn't go over well here. You can barely see it, so I'm wasting your time now. I'm going to go real quick there. Pappy would have gone white depending on the media. But remember, Marshall McCluckchuck, the media is melting. There we go. Okay, so that's, we're going to call that one done. And yeah, let's take another, okay, Sandy, you'd like another, just a glob, just a pile of it. Okay, ooh, this pile broke just as I was putting her down, but this one's for you, Sandy. Happy Easter, and we are logging with that biscuit. That is a nice biscuit there. Romancing the Biscuit. And let me finish it off. Pappy's going to pick the pretzel. Let's make sure this pretzel. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that pretzel. I'll get it real close. That's nice. We're running a Dell system. Pardon me, Pappy's been having too many logs this morning. We've been running a Dell system through this camera focus here is through a Samsung 20. And for all you gearheads at home, $14,000 worth of Harris Institute technology. I'm running this voice, my lackluster voice, through an Aston microphone. You hearing that at home? Let's get the background music going here. As we like to do, let's put the Egg Circus theme back on. And let's celebrate. Let's blow on our logs. Remember, it's all about drying and doing it slow. Okay, for your friends, you're making cookies this week. You're sharing art sometimes in your community by putting stones down wherever the logs are. You're matching them up, pairing them as you would a fine wine. Let's take a look at our creations here as we celebrate with some of his blood. Just gonna get that nicely framed for you before we click in here with a little switcher, so a little switcheroo. Yeah, thank you for viewing at home. We love you all. Happy's gonna enjoy a nice glass of milk. And which one would you like me? Oh, Mitchie, I don't want to eat that one with hair in it. The great blue heron. And we'll call this one the great brown heron, I guess. It's got some of Pappy's Kowalchuk in there, but it's all dried up. So this one you probably hang on the mantle. It's more of an art piece than a delicious treat. But I will eat. Okay, yeah, we'll go nice logs in the top right for our finale here. Love you all. We are gonna go with good call, Sandy. We're gonna go with this guy. And bon appetit at home. I hope you've been having fun with your cookies. A nice tender icing. Now, of course, my milk is warm. It's been under the fine light of my ring light. The fine heat of my ring light, which you can now see. Pappy likes to show you behind the curtain. Goodbye.